It's been a while since we did it Ask Me a Disney Question, but today we're bringing back this segment mainly to the fact that I uploaded a YouTube short this week, / Instagram Reel, explaining that the 11 shields found around Princess Fairy Tale Hall represent the 11 different princesses, which made a lot of people say, but Mulan's not a princess. So today's question is, why is Mulan considered a Disney princess? That's a great question. Let's talk a little bit about it. Okay, so prior to the year 2000, there was not a lot of things going on about the Disney princesses. In fact, if you look at like the Disney princess line now, a lot of people know the princesses as this big, amazing thing. However, in 2000, it just really wasn't the case. Now, prior to 2000, we still had a lot of different fairy tale stories that happened. Things like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, obviously, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid, Belle, well, Beauty and the Beast starring Belle, Aladdin starring Jasmine, and so many other things. However, one thing that happened was in the year 1999, Disney got a brand new executive that came to become the president of Walt Disney's Consumer Products. His name was Andy Mooney. Now, when he was going to a Disney on Ice presentation in the year 2000, he noticed that a lot of different girls were wearing different princess outfits. However, none of them actually were official Disney clothes, because at that point you couldn't go and buy a Disney princess dress. So he came up with the idea of, why don't we create our own line of Disney princesses and have it so it's actually the Disney princess line. So when you had that, one of the things they had to do was create a different group of princesses that people would probably want to buy products for. Now obviously Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, they are kind of like the go-to ones at that point. However, they wanted to have a few more options for people that maybe weren't exactly princesses. So Pocahontas was included, mainly due to the fact that, you know, she was the chief's daughter, plus the movie had just come out 5 years prior. And then also we had another film which was even newer, which was 1998's Mulan. Now Mulan, of course, is a warrior. She's not actually a princess in the film, but at the same time, we have to kind of disregard that, because what they wanted to do was they want to have a diverse collection of different princesses, so they gave her an honorary coronation, making her an official Disney princess. Now, since they went through and made this coronation for her, there have been a few other princesses that have been added and a few that have actually been taken away. The other ones that were actually added at the original lineup was also, we had Tinkerbell, and we also had Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. They did drop Esmeralda pretty quickly, and Tinkerbell disappeared in 2005, mainly due to the fact that she became the star of the fairy line, you know, the Disney fairies with Tinkerbell. So when that happened, they would eventually get a few more princesses in there. The next one would be Tiana. And when they actually had Tiana join, she actually got her own coronation that took place in New York. Like, they actually had an actual coronation for her. Rapunzel was the following year, where she actually was coronated in London. And when I'm saying they're actually coronated, they actually had like a huge presentation for the actual princesses, where the princesses from the parks would actually go to these locations and do their own coronation. And then in 2013, Merida became the newest princess in the princess line. Fun fact, I was actually at this coronation. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life. They had all the previous princesses, all 10 of them, join Merida up on stage, and they actually had her coming down Main Street, USA on a horse and go up to Cinderella Castle for her official coronation to become the 11th princess in the official princess line. And since then, we've only had one other member join. We had Moana. We've also heard that Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon will be joining sometime in the future. However, we're not exactly sure. So in reality, in the film Mulan actually was not a princess. However, officially, she has been coronated in a special presentation by Disney. So in reality, she is a coronated princess with the Disney family, but she just was not a princess in the actual film. Hopefully that makes some sense. Of course, there's some princesses that have never been coronated throughout the history, but at the same time, I don't know if characters like ones from the Black Cauldron will ever be included anytime in the near future. But that is going to wrap up today's Ask Me a Disney Question. I hope this makes a little bit more sense to the people out there who were curious on why on earth we have Mulan as an official Disney princess, or Pocahontas in addition to that. But hopefully this makes a little bit more sense on why exactly they do have this honor. She may not be a princess in the film, however, she is an official princess through coronation in real life. As always, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We will see you once again tomorrow.